Hello, everyone. So this is the continuation of our discussion about area between curves. Then sa example number one, if you can remember, I have discussed um, using an example about vertical stretch. So dx yung ginamit natin doon, no? X yung ating independent variable. Then itong ating second example is an example where you can use either yung vertical strip or horizontal strip. So, pakita ko lang sa inyo na kung paano ginagamit yung horizontal strip. Pero, I'll try to give you the solution kung gagamitin natin ay yung vertical strip. Pero, for this video, I'll just show you the solution for the horizontal strip. So, ayan, medyo iba yung nature nitong example na 'to para alam niyo lang din yung gagawin kapag ganito sa mga ganitong situation, ano. So, let's start. So, find the area between y equals x squared and y equals 2 minus x. So, again, on the previous video, I taught you how to get the graph of the equation. So, una kailangan ma-identify natin anong equation ba 'to, quadratic equation ba 'to or linear equation. So, kung quadratic equation, ang opening ba ng quadratic equation mo ay upward, downward. So, kung upward or downward, that will be x as an independent variable. Or kung left or right man yung opening, it will be y yung ating independent variable. So, ito tingnan natin, y is equal to x squared. So, yung equation na to, it indicates that x is the independent, no, and y is the dependent variable. So this parabola opens upward. So again, una quadratic equation to dahil ang exponent niya ay 2 or yung degree of polynomial is 2 and positive yung coefficient ng x squared. So alam natin na ano yan, parabola opening upward. And wala siyang h and k. So, meaning yung ating k is equal to 0, no? Remember, our formula is y minus k equals 4a times x minus h squared. So, makita natin na x squared lang. So, therefore, yung k natin at h ay nasa origin, no? So, meaning our vertex is at the origin. So, kung nasa origin yan, ibig sabihin, the function is increasing towards positive y. Now, yung y component natin is increasing and yung ating axis of symmetry is at the origin. So, alam mo natin yan, na kapag itong equation na to, origin yan. So, positive yung coefficient opening upward. So, pwede mo i-plot yan. So, kung alam mo yung alam mo kung nasaan yung kanyang vertex, pwede ka nang maglagay ng ah, table of values, no? So, the greater the available possible values of x, the better, no? The more accurate yung iyong drawing. So, kung nasa origin, so lagay ka ng -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, i-square mo lang yan. So, yung y mo 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. So, mapa-plot mo na yan. So, una mo plot to kasi nasa origin lang yan. So, kung hindi naman require na i-plot, para lang malaman mo alin dyan yung uh, right or left, alin yung top function or bottom function. So, i-plot na natin, no? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, plot natin. So, -3, +9, makita nyo yung y values natin will always be positive. No? So, nasa quadrant 1 and 2 lang yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, sana na aalala pa to sa 8th grade math nyo or 9th grade math. So, -3, +9. So, ganun din 3, +9. So, symmetric yan. No, axis of symmetry natin is yung y-axis. So, -2, 4, +2, 4. Then, -1, 1, 1, 1, origin. Na yun, andun yung vertex na. Okay, susundan lang natin yan. Sorry, bakit ito? So, gandahan nyo na lang. So, imagine nyo na lang na, ano yun, parabola. So, wait, ulit nga natin. So, kunahin natin ang, so, na, nakikilo talaga. So, imagine nyo parabola. So, ayan. So, opening upward. Ay, ayan. So, alam nyo na yung itsura ng parabola. Nasa origin. So, ngayon, let's figure out y is equal to minus x. So, ano yung characteristic na kailangan na imagine natin coming from the equation? So, makikita natin na negative yung x. So, our slope is a negative slope. So, kapag negative slope yan, downward from left to right. Ano? Then, it intersect. Ang y-intercept natin ay 2. So, kung maalala nyo pa, ibig sabihin lang ng y-intercept ay yun yung intersection ng function mo at ng y-axis. So, mag-intersect yan dito sa 2. Y is equal to 2. Okay, so lagyan natin ang values. So, dalawang point lang, malalaman natin na agad yung itsura ng line. Pero for this one, kung gusto mong makita saan siya may intersect, mamaya iko-compute natin yun. Pero para lang ma-picture out natin yung itsura ng function. So, as x is equal to -3, so ano yung y natin? So, at x is equal to -3, so y equals 2 minus -3. So, be careful with the positive and negative sign. So, kung hindi kayo sure, i-calculate nyo na. No? Pwede naman kayo mag-calculate. So, 2, so that will be 5. So, at -3y is equal to 5. So, plot na agad natin yan. So, kulayan natin ang color din. So, -3, positive, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayan. So, kung kaya nyo makapagdala ng ruler, the better. Ano? So, lagay natin sa +3. So, at x is equal to +3, then y equals to -3. So, y is equal to -1. So, -1, makita nyo downward direction. 3, -1. So, yan yung point mo. So, kailangan mag-intersect siya. So, y is equal to 2. So, tatandaan nyo guys ang equation natin for linear function. Sana naalala pa, y equals to mx plus b. So, Gamit ko pa yung ruler, pero dito dahil wala akong ruler dito. Ayan. So guys, you can see na meron tayong, ito yung hahanapin natin, ano, na area between two curves. However, tingnan natin, kapag i-plot natin yung boundary nila, remember, for you to be able to get the area between two curves, kailangan natin yung lower boundary at upper boundary. So yung lower and upper boundary are the intersections of the two functions with an S. So, lagyan natin dito. So, dito yan at dito. So, mukhang hindi accurate yung drawing ko. Pero, mamaya, i-solve natin. Pero, kung makikita nyo guys, ano napapansin nyo dyan? So, we will be using horizontal strip. No, again, we'll be using dy. So, if we will be using horizontal strip, we need to set the boundaries horizontally with the values of y. So, tingnan mo. So, tingnan nyo to, no, ito yung boundary niya. So, it's around y is equal to 4. And the lower boundary is around y is equal to 1. Pero, merong hindi mako-cover kasi ang gusto natin kunin ay yung area nung buo. 'Di ba? Kaso lang, tingnan nyo guys yung boundary. Ito lang yung mako-cover pag dun sa boundary. So, highlight ko lang. So, anong gusto ng kulay? Sana na, yan, blue na lang. So, ito lang, kapag kukunin natin yung area ng dalawang boundary, ito lang yun, di ba? Ito lang. Ayan, lagpas-lagpas pa yung kulay ko. So, paano yung gaporet, di ba? Yung part na hindi kasali kasi hindi siya cover ng boundary. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong dalawang boundary na kukunin. So, hindi siya magkaparehas kasi kung makikita nyo, so lagyan ko ng highlight yung baba, no? Kulayan ko ng purple. No? So, dito sa baba, nakita nyo to. So, nagpas. So, imagine, yung baba na yung super liit. So, imagine niyo guys, no? Hindi siya kasama. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung boundary no, ayan, lagyan ko na lang ng kulay using pen. Ayan, kasi, sorry na agad, lagpas. Ayan. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung integration ng dalawang function dahil dun sa kulay blue na area, yung area na yun is between the linear function and the parabola. Pero dito sa baba, beyond the boundary, dun sa lower part, ano lang yung nakapalibot sa kanya? Yun ng parabola. So, ibig sabihin, yung difference ng function na gagamitin mo dito is the difference of the function of the parabola from the positive part and the negative part. So mamaya explain ko sa inyo ng solution. Pero para lang makita nyo yung scenario na hindi laging parang hindi laging i-subtract mo lang yung dalawang function. So kailangan mo ding pag-isipan or kailangan mo ding analyze lalo na kapag nakita mo na yung boundary niya. Kapag ginamit mo yung boundary at merong part na hindi pa kasama, kailangan mo din i-set up yung integral nun. So, ganun din naman yung way, paano mo i-set up yung integral na yun. So, ano yung, kunwari dito, horizontal strip yung gagamitin natin. So, ano yung function to the right and ano yung function to the left. So, since covered lang ito ng parabola, so meron tayong positive part and negative part. No, so mamaya I'll explain it using the solution. Pero para ma-picture out yung ngayon pa lang. So ito yung solution na hindi ko nagawa doon sa 1208 na section. No, hindi ko masyado naisip. So, yung isang boundary lang yung ginamit ko. And sinundan ko lang kasi din yung presentation. So, hindi gano'n, 'no? So, kaya ah, nag-record ako ng panibago. So, ayun, kailangan natin ng dalawang boundary. So, yung una, dito sa blue, so gamitan ko ng blue. So, yung details mamaya, explain ko sa solution. So, doon sa una, ang boundary natin is from 1 to 4. And yun yung ating function ng parabola. So, f of y na yan. F of y to the right minus f of y to the left dy. Okay? So, again, yung ating gamit pag horizontal strip ay x is equal to f of y. Again, the x function is dependent to our y variable. So, yan yung una. So, kukunin natin. Ito lang yan, yung blue, no area 1, pangalanan natin. Then, yung area 2 will be having limits from 0 to 1. And yung function lang, uh, ito right and left, di ba? So, dito, function, no, nasa left. So, f of y to the left. Pero, ay yung nasa left niya ay negative. Minus, negative minus, sorry, nasa right pala. Nasa right, so positive. Minus yung negative ng f of y kasi nasa kaliwa. Ano yung right minus left. So, since siya lang naman yung function, dy. So, the details will be on the next slide. Pero, ayan. Hopefully na-imagine, no? So, sana na-picture out nyo kung ano yung pinagagawa natin dito. So, the total area will be the summation of area 1 plus area. Okay, sige. So, I got ahead of myself. So, hindi ko na siya step by step. So, i-follow through natin. No? So, yan yung graph natin. So, sinabi ko na kaagad, no, na since y is equal to x squared, origin, yung kanyang vertex. So, ito yung maayos na function. So, makita niyo guys, no, it intersected at y is equal to 4. Ito yun, no? And y is equal to 1. So, pero since hindi kayo pwedeng gumamit ng uh, GeoGebra, no? So, kailangan nyo talagang mag-graph. So, again, sketch nyo lang. Kung hindi accurate yung graph nyo, pwede nyo pa rin naman kung yung intersection niya. Mamaya, ano, I'll teach you how to do it. So, again, ito yung area 1 natin. Ito yung blue kanina, and ito yung area 2. So, makikita nyo sa area 2 is just the parabola. So, guys, since yung ating parabola ay mayroong positive part at negative part, mamaya I'm getting ahead of myself na naman. So, sige. Una, yun pa lang, sketch the graph. So, sa sketch the graph pa lang, nagsagot na ako. So, sorry na agad. So, since we are looking for the area using the horizontal split, kailangan natin, so remember, y is equal to x squared. Ano yan, di ba? That is um, vertical strip pa to. So, kung gusto natin gamitin is horizontal strip, we need to get the inverse function. So, we call that the inverse function. So, kung hindi na naalala yung inverse function, ibig sabihin lang, kunin mo yung y bilang the independent variable. So, madali lang din naman yan gawin. So, kunwari, meron tayong y is equal to x squared. So, kunin natin yung x kasi nga, yun yung magiging dependent variable. So, Para makuha natin yung value ng x, kunin lang natin yung square root ng x squared. So, x will be positive or negative square root of y. So, ngayon, ito na yung gagamitin natin kasi nga, we will be using the horizontal streak, di ba? So, x is equal to positive or negative square root of y. So, guys, ano yung positive or negative square root of y? If you will be getting the inverse function coming from the function using x as the independent function, laging may positive or negative yan. So, saan yun? Kunwari, yung parabola natin as origin, di ba? Kanina. So, drawing lang, no? Hindi naman to accurate, pero yung vertex natin ay nasa origin. So, kunwari, symmetrical yan. So, itong side na to, yung nasa negative x, no? This value is composed of negative square root of y. So, x is equal to negative square root of y. Bakit? Kasi nga yung x natin, x values natin dito are all negative. So, kahit anong value mo ng y, your x will always be negative. So, x, kunwari, y mo is equal to 4. So, x is equal to negative square root of 4. So, your x will be equal to negative 2. Nakuha? So, kahit pa yung, paano kapag yung vertex mo ay hindi na sa origin? So, ganito na rin, di ba? So, kunwari, yung parabola mo, kunwari yung vertex mo is at uh, negative 1, positive 1. Kunwari, andito yung vertex mo. So, from here, ayan, tapos dito tataas na uli yan. So, kunwari, andyan yung parabola mo, ano. So, guys, tatandaan mo, dun sa lahat ng sakop niya dun sa x. So, from this point to x is equal to dito, bago pala mag-x is equal to 0, ito ay square root, negative square root kung ano man yung y. So, y minus, ano yung k mo? 1. No? So, negative square root of y minus 1. So, dito, simula dito sa point na to, after nung x is equal to 0, positive na yan, di ba? So, hindi kailangan laging symmetrical yung negative at positive, pero kailangan mo ma-indicate aling part yung negative square root. So, again, saan yung negative square root? Dun sa part kung saan yung x ay negative. So, mapuputol siya dito sa x is equal to 0. Then, pagdating nung greater than 0, so x will be greater than 0, positive na yan. So, positive square root of y minus 1. Nakuha? So, kaya dito, positive or negative. So, ayan. So, for the, ito yun, sa y equals x squared. So, yung other function natin is y equals 2 minus x. So, pagpalitin lang natin, so, ilipat natin sa kabila yung negative x, so that will be x is equal to 2 minus y. So, ngayon, ito yung ating isa pang function. So, we know x is equal to 2 minus y and x is equal to positive or negative square root of y. Kunin natin yung kanilang intersection. Okay? So, since alam na natin, no, na saan sila mag-intersect. So, at this point, sa negative, at dito, negative yung x, dito positive na yung x. So, equate lang natin yan. So, ito yung solution nun, pero step by step na natin. Okay? So, since x will be equal to x, open. So, yung x natin will be um, gamitin natin ay yung positive, di ba? So, kung yung positive yung x mo, yung positive square root of y din. So, gamitin natin yung positive square root of y. So, bakit positive square root of y? Again, positive x yung ginamit natin parehas mo. So, gusto mo negative, ay di negative square root of y. Pero kailangan mo ding i-negate yung 2 minus y. So, ganun lang yun, no? So, square root of y equals 2 minus y. So, equate lang natin into 0. Pero bago yon, kailangan kunin muna natin y. So, square natin both sides. No? So, pag in-square natin both sides, i-square mo yung square root of y. So, that will just be y equals square of binomial. So, 4 minus 4y plus y squared. Then, simplify. Simplify natin. So, 0 will be equal to 4 minus 5y plus y squared. So, now, i-factor out na natin para makuha natin yung value ng y. So, pag factor out natin yan, so, 0 will be equal to y minus 1 at y minus 4. So, again, ito yung dalawang values natin or dalawang zeros natin or dalawang solution natin for our quadratic function. So, therefore, y minus 1 equals 0. So, y is equal to 1. And the other boundary is y minus 4 is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 4. So, makita natin, the boundary is from 1 to 4. So, 1 to 4. Siguro makikita natin nga na hindi lang yun, no? Hindi niya mako-cover yung dalawang area. So, kailangan natin no boundary from 0 to 1. Ay, hindi pala yun. So, ito pala yun. So, ganyan yung itsura. No? So, kailangan natin ng boundary from 0 to 1. No? So, dun sa 0 to 1, ang applicable na lang yung gagamitin natin. So, alin dun yung gagamitin natin? So, yun pa rin. So, x is equal to positive or negative square root of y lang, di ba? So, kaso lang, right minus left. So, ano yung right? So, positive yan, di ba? So, para makuha natin yung area doon, from 0 to 1, yung ating right is positive square root of y minus yung left natin ay negative, di ba? Kasi negative na yung value ng x doon. So, positive y minus negative square root of y. So, that will just be 2 square root of y. So, yan yung isang formula. Okay? So, buksan tayo dito. Let's go with the, alam natin yung intersection. Pagkita ko sa inyo. So, identify natin yung right at left. So, kaya kailangan nyo ng visuals, kailangan nyo muna i-graph. So, kasi, ayan, itong function na to, yung ating right ay yung x is equal to 2 minus y. At no left ay square root of y. So, negative. So, kulang. Square root of y. Okay, so mali. Negative square root of y. Okay, so let's begin. So, ano na natin. Set up na natin yung integral. Again, dito muna tayo sa y is equal to 4 at y is equal to 1. So, y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1. So, yung boundary natin dyan is integration of the function yun dun sa right. So, ano yung function na yun? It's uh, 2 minus y. So 2 minus y minus, ano yung function natin dun sa left? It's negative square root of y. So dy from 1 to 4. Okay, so simplify lang din natin. So that will be integral. So that will be area 1. Area 1. So area 1 will be equal to integral of 2 minus y plus uh, square root of y dy from 1 to 4. Then, integrate na natin. So, area 1 will be equal to, so 2 integral of dy from 1 to 4 minus integral of y dy from 1 to 4 plus integral of, so gamitin ko na yung exponent ng square root. So, y raised to 1 half dy from 1 to 4. So, power rule lang. So, kapag naset up mo na integral, kapag na-analyze mo na yung left and right, kung horizontal yung gagamitin mo, madali na to. Kasi power rule lang. So, area 1 will be equal to 2y minus y squared over 2 plus y raised to 3 over 2 times 2 over 3. Um, from 1 to 4. Okay, so gamitin na natin ng definite integral. So, actually, pwede mo na gamitin yung calculator using the integration. Ano? So, area 1 will be equal to, so upper boundary minus lower boundary. So, 2 times 4 minus 4 squared over 2 plus 2 over 3 times 4 raised to 3 over 2. So that's the upper boundary minus 2 times 1 minus 1 squared over 2 plus 2 over 3 times 1 raised to 3 over 2. So 1 raised to 3 over 2 is just 1. So huwag nyo isi-zero agad. So this is the upper boundary minus the lower boundary. So that will be 8 minus 8. So 0 lang at carry. So 2 over 3 times 4 raised to 3 halves. So calc na yan para mabilis. 4 raised to 3 halves. So that will be 16 over 3. Pero pwede nyo ito i-calculate. Minus, so 2 minus 1 half plus 2 over 3 times 1 raised to 2 over 3. So that will be, so dapat ay 4 over 3 over 3 over 2. So that will just be equal to 13 over 6. So yun yung ating lower boundary. So kunin natin yung 16 over 3 minus 13 over 6. So we got 19 over 6. So yun yung area 1, no? Square root 19 over 6. So pwede nyo namang i-diretso dun sa integration. So try natin. So 2. So yung y lang gagamitin mo ay x. Now 2 minus, pwede din naman pala yung y. So 2 minus y plus square root of y dy. So pwede naman x, basta consistent yung variable mo. So kung dy, dapat y yung gamit. So from 1 to 4. So that will be equal to 19 over 6. So tama, no? So pwede nyo gamitin yung calcu. Dito pa lang, makukuha nyo na kagad yung area 1. So basta consistent, gamitin nyo lang ay x, dx. Pata lang sa calcu, no? Then, after that, kunin na natin yung area 2. So, ay area 1, 19 over 6. So, for area 2, again, yun yung lower part. So, that will be equal to the integral of, ano yung right side, guys? Yung right side natin, this one is positive square root of y, and yung left side natin ay negative square root of y. So, that will just be positive square root of y minus negative square root of y from 0 to 1 dy. So that will just be equal to 2 square root of y from 0 to 1. So that will be equal to 2 times 2 over 3 y raised to 3 over 2 from 0 to 1. So area 2 will be equal to 4 over 3 times 1 raised to 3 over 2. Technically, times 1. So that's the upper boundary minus the lower boundary is just 0. So area 2 will just be equal to 4 over 3. So kunin na natin yung total area. So total area will be equal to, ano yung area 1 natin? 19 over 6. So area 1 plus area 2. So the total area will just be equal to 19 over 6 plus 4 over 3. So that will just be equal to 19 over 6 plus 8 over 6. So total area will be equal to 27 over 6. So simplify lang natin. Divide natin into 3, yung numerator at denominator. So that will be 9 over 2 square unit. So kung walang unit na binigay, square unit lang. Okay? So that will be for the area. So this one, ito yung area 1 and ito yung area 2. So pag in-add natin yan, that will be the total area between uh, positive or negative square root of y at 2 minus 1. So sa kasunod na video, I'll show you paano pag gusto mo naman ay vertical. So actually, mas madali yung vertical, pero gusto ko na ipakita sa inyo paano i-solve using horizontal string. No? So pinapahirapan natin yung buhay natin. Pero pala mas madali. Pero ayan, at least alam nyo paano gamitin yung horizontal string kapag ang given ay dx. No? So kunin mo lang yung inverse function. Then, from there, use the eleman yung right function at yung left function. So, then set up the integration. So, tingnan mo kung ilang boundary ba yung sakop ng area ng dalawang curve. So, ayan. Okay. So, ayan. So, see you dun sa next video na.